Tottenham 3, Bodo Glimt 1. Now, let's be honest, I think we should be disappointed. Now, many will see that game as a professional performance from Spurs. 3-1 up going into the second leg. I see it differently. I really do. I don't think we played that well across the whole game. We did score 2 good goals. But again, we play in moments. We score goals in moments. We don't have sustained attacks throughout the match. Look, we were clearly better than Bodo Glimt, especially in that first half. We had the game in control. We were 2-0 up. And Bodo Glimt didn't look like they had anything to offer, but they did have a lot of possession. I just felt that even in the first half, we just lacked that intensity again. Is Ange telling them to play a bit more cautious? Don't push forward so much, but, play a little bit more careful. I'm not sure. I think Bodo, they were quite good on the ball, keeping possession, and then the stats show it. But they had little to offer up front. But, as people have said, they're missing key players. And maybe they just didn't have that punch or that creativity that they normally do to create chances. And that's why whenever they had got the ball in the final third, it kind of broke down and we defended well. I think Bentancur played particularly well in the first half. I think it was a good, fantastic, great start to the game, getting in a goal under a minute. And the lineup, which was questioned before the match, people were a little bit surprised at the lineup. But Charleston with a great header across the goal, and Johnson was there to score his goal. Then not a lot was going on, and I was kind of getting frustrated with the match. I just felt that we could have just pushed harder, really pushed Bodo Glimt, because I think once you saw that we pushed them, that we could score. And the second goal did come. It was a lovely ball from Porro, fantastic ball, and I think he was he the creator of the first goal? Well, yeah, it was the assist before the assist, and he played a great ball, and Maddison took his goal fantastically well. 2-0, you're thinking, this is it now. Come on, we can really push on now and win this game comfortably. Comes to half time, he makes a change. Richarlison comes on comes Tell. I didn't think Tell offered anything in that second half, I've got to be honest. But I mean, Bodo came out a little bit faster in that second half and attacked us. You look at the attacking momentum, that shows you. Then we picked it up a bit again, and we were attacking and we were trying to score. We got the penalty, which was, the player kicked Romero in the box, 3-0. You're thinking, come on, this is really game on now. This is a massive chance to really go on and get another goal and another goal. Maybe you might be thinking I'm being a bit greedy here, but I saw that Bodo team and I felt that they were there for the taking. Look, they were tidy in possession, but they didn't lack. They were kind of playing like a mid-block. And even in that second half, they did try and attack us. They did try and push, especially when we scored that third goal. They know they needed a goal. But I just didn't think they would score. They just didn't look like they had the quality to get that goal. But obviously the goal came, didn't it? We then suffered an injury to Maddison, who came off. Solanke came off with an injury. We saw Kulusevski come on, Wilson. And I think we just huffed and puffed again. We just weren't attacking consistently well throughout the match. We were quite deep. We surrendered possession, which, I mean, I'm quite surprised, really. I mean, we're the home side. We should have been completely dominating that game. Maybe I'm being unfair with Bodo Glimt. Maybe they're better than I think they are and what I saw. They were tidy on the ball, as I said. They didn't create anything throughout the match. I mean, in the first half, they did have a half chance when Bentancur lost his marker and there was a shot thrashed over. But other than that, I just I didn't think they would score. And I was just waiting for us to get, another goal, make it 4 goals, which would really probably get the tie won in today's match. But I'm just left with this feeling of frustration. And maybe I'm expecting too much from this side. We haven't played well all season. You know, we haven't in the league, especially. Maybe I expect too much, but I just saw that game there, that it was there to be won by more goals. Now, Bodo Glimt, they got that goal. They got that late goal. It was well taken. But how many defenders are around him in that box to stop that shot from coming in? It was sloppy from Spurs. Really, really sloppy. But fair play to Bodo for scoring a goal. You saw the celebration of the fans and their players. They know they're still in this tie. They 100% know that they've got a chance back at their ground. It only takes a couple of fast goals in the second leg early on to catch us cold. And they're going to have their players back. They've got a good record at home. I think they've won most of their home games by 2 goals as well. And I'm worried. I am worried. I think it was a massive missed opportunity today to not win that game by at least 3 goals. And we conceded that late goal. It happens, of course. You know, Tottenham Hotspur are a team who plays in moments. We don't consistently keep the ball well. We give the ball away a lot. We don't create chances. Like in the old days under like Poch and Redknapp, there'd be like attack after attack, chance after chance. You look at the statistics in our attack, and we did create a lot of chances. We really did, and statistically, other than the possession, we dominated. We had 24 shots, 7 on. Sorry, guys, my internet cut out and I lost some of the recording, so I have to finish it off here. Now, I was saying, look, Bodo, Glimt, they had 3 shots, 1 on target, got their goal. Now, guys, you're probably thinking I'm very down, very negative. And look, I just think there was just something lacking from that performance, a lack of intensity, drive. Yes, maybe the disruption of the injuries caused an issue. But I just think we are just a moments team. We score goals in moments. We don't create really good chances. We don't really open up teams. And that's what we are under Ange. I'm afraid that's what we are. And Bodo Glimt, well, they'll be thinking, well, we can do this at their own ground. I mean, 2-0 up going into the second leg. I mean, it's touch and go, isn't it? It is touch and go. I'm not saying that we can't win it and we can't go through. Of course we can. We can put in a good performance. We did that at Frankfurt, but there was just something. I don't know. Just disappointed that we didn't get more goals. Conceded that goal. I think that's what it is. The performance overall, I just don't think it was there. Even you're probably thinking, well, Dan, you won 3-1. What are you going on about? But look, you either get it or you don't. Everybody has a different view. Everyone has a different view of the match. They see things differently. And I was just very frustrated. Very, very frustrated with the performance, although we won. And I should be happy. Ange said we were outstanding. A lot of fans' reactions seem happy with the result and think that we got a really big chance. And fair enough. That's their opinion. And of course we do. We do have a chance to get to the final. But look, I think that, I just don't think we're a good side under Ange. I really don't. I just don't see the cohesion there. I just think we lack something. Maybe, I don't know. Guys, help me out. Help me out. What do you think it is? Tell me what you saw, which was good. What made you feel that we can get to the final? 2-0 up going into the second leg. Maybe I'm worried about the pitch, going to their ground. Everybody's going on about their pitch. It's going to be a completely different game. They've beaten some big European teams there. They will be better, won't they? Of course, with those players back playing in their own ground. You just have to kind of admire them for hanging in there, this Bodo Glimt. They didn't fold. We did miss some good chances, though, didn't we? Kulusevski, Bentancur had a good shot in the first half. There was some chances, weren't there? Romero had a header. Could have we been more clinical? Yes. But look, I don't know. I can't call it. This is what Spurs do. Spurs don't make anything easy. But on reflection, when I was watching majority of that match, I thought that was one of the easiest semi-final matches we've ever played in any competition over the years. And that's why it's really hard for me to not be happy. I'm not happy. I mean, there was just something missing, lacking. You guys, you might not get me. You might do. Some might, some won't. But, yeah, that's all I've got to say tonight. I need to kind of reflect on it a bit more. Look more of the reaction. Bodo Glimt have got a chance. They definitely have a couple of early goals. And, yeah, it could be a long night. Will we do it, guys? Look, I hope we do. I hope we turn up and get the result next week and put in a really good, strong defensive performance, get a goal or two. You know, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be close. And let's see what we're made of. And yeah. Other than that, guys, leave your comments. Thanks for watching the video. Please like the video. I'll be back soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.